Iraq was the focus of Secretary of State Kerry's just completed diplomatic mission to the Middle East. Margaret Brennan was there and has this reporter's notebook.
Traveling with the Secretary of State always has a sense of urgency to it. But this trip had a different level of intensity, in part because of the rush to stop the fast-advancing radical Sunni insurgents from seizing territory in Iraq. 2 stops in Iraq were kept secret. In Baghdad, Kerry flew in via U.S. military plane, and unlike our last trip there, Kerry wore a helmet and flak jacket. Here inside the fortress-like U.S. Embassy, the largest diplomatic outpost in the world, it seems virtually empty. All but essential U.S. personnel have been moved into safer locations, some outside the country.
So this is a critical moment for Iraq's future.
In meetings with Iraqi leaders, Kerry was emphatic. The U.S. would not act as their air force. A political solution was necessary. He stopped short of asking Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki to step down, even though he is seen as an obstacle to forming a new unity government. That complicated his pitch to leaders in northern Iraq, who refused to work with Maliki. Kerry maintained a grueling schedule, 6 cities in 5 days. Kerry's job here in Paris was to get Arab ministers to help him persuade the Iraqi government to do what's necessary to quell the violence. They're worried it could spill across their own borders. His last stop was in Jeddah, where he consulted with the King of Saudi Arabia, the single most important voice among Gulf nations. The hope is that the king will help persuade Iraqi leaders to follow through on their pledge to form a new government as early as Tuesday. Margaret Brennan, CBS News, Washington.